Hello Internet, welcome to my channel Arun Biotech. Today in this tutorial, we are going to learn about the if function in Excel. How do we know we need more than one if function? How we can combine with other logical functions like AND or an OR function. In this tutorial, we are going to learn 10 important functions of Excel. These are if and AND, if or, nested if, sum ifs, count ifs, average if and average ifs. When we are using these functions and what conditions we use these functions, I have write all these criteria in front of these functions here. You can see on the screen. So let's have an example of these four conditions in our tutorial. If function. In this function, we have given criteria of amount equal and greater than 500,000. If criteria is true, then we need answer as achieved. First, we write the equal sign and if, press the tab button, open the parenthesis, and as a first argument logical test, we have given amount in cell G5. This is equals and greater than the amount 500,000. 500,000 we are giving from here the H cell. We can write this in double quotes also if it's numeric value. So we are giving from a cell and pressing F4 button, giving absolute reference, locking this value, putting comma. Now the second, in the if function, it asks if value is true. In the double quotes we write achieved. If, put the comma, and if the value is false, we need no answer. We want to keep it as a blank and close the parenthesis after this and hit the enter. As we hit the enter, and we copy this formula down in the column and press this small green dot here to copy the formula. And as we copy the formula, we can see this answer. We got the answer as achieved in front of the values where the amount is greater than 500,000. Here you can see is a 600,000. Here is a 658,000, 690,000. And if we scroll down in our column, so we have so many answers as the condition is fulfilled with the if function. Now we look in our second condition, that is a if and AND condition, where we are in this condition we are using if function with logical AND function. So let's have an example. If and AND function, this function we are using when we have given two criteria and both criteria must be fulfilled. Here we have given a drug dasatinib as a first criteria and sold quantity equal and greater than 100. If value is true, then we need answer as achieved. Let's write the equal sign if, hit the tab button, open the parenthesis, and now write AND function as a logical test. Press the tab button again and we choose the D5 cell and it is equal to a dasatinib. So we, as dasatinib is a text value, we put in a double quotes equals to dasatinib, put the double quotes, comma. And now the second logical test is the sold quantity. So we choose the cell F5, which is greater than and equals to the quantity, sold quantity 100. And we put the, close the parenthesis, put comma. As we put the comma, we return in our previous if function and put the value in the double quotes, because if value is true, we put the double quotes as achieved, double quotes, comma, and if the value is false, we keep as a blank and close the parenthesis and hit the enter. We can see as a first value here, it didn't give any answer, but as we copy the formula down in the column, and we can see some answers here, and let's have a look. First answer is achieved because the first condition Dasatinib is completed here, and the second condition is 127 is completed here. We can see here in this answer it completed the both conditions. The here is the Dashatinib as the first condition is completed, and here the sold quantity is more than 100 is completed. So you can see, and here is also the Dashatinib is a condition, first condition achieved, second condition achieved. If we go down more in the column, and we can see our answers, we have so many answers. According to that, two condition was fulfilled by if and AND function. Now we jump in our third criteria, if and OR function. In this function we are using when we have given two criteria and any one of the criteria must be fulfilled. So here we have given drug dasatinib as a first criteria and the sold quantity equal and greater than 100. If value is true, we need the answer as achieved. Let's write again the equal sign. If open the parenthesis, now write or open the parenthesis again, and as a first condition we choose the drug dasatinib D5, which is equals to D5, and as a text value we are giving a double quotes dasatinib, put comma, and as a second logical test is a sold quantity. Sold quantity is again is a F5, which is greater than and equals to 100, close the parenthesis. So here we close our OR function, put the comma. As we put comma, we return to our previous function if. Here in a if function it asks what if value is true. If value is true, we need the answer as achieved, and this we put in a double quotes, put comma, and it again asks if value is false. If value is false, we don't need any answer, we keep as a blank and close the parenthesis and hit the we have some answer here achieved, and we copy this formula down in the column, and let's have a look. We have so many answers here achieved, and let's check. So as a first condition here we can see that the Dashatinib is done, but sold quantity is less than 100, but still it's giving achieved because one condition is fulfilled. We comes down more under, and let's see here in this here is a sorafenib. First condition has sorafenib, but what we give first condition as a dashatinib, but in a second condition is a more than 100, more than 100, so it's fulfilling here the second condition as compared to the first condition. So answer is here achieved because it complete the one condition from given out of two conditions. So this is the if and or functions. I hope you understand here how the and or function are working with the if function. Now we comes in our fourth condition. This is called the nested if. This function we use when we have given more than two criteria and any one of the criteria must be fulfilled. Let's write equal sign if, hit tab button, open the parenthesis, and now write and open the parenthesis. As a first logical test we choose the cell D5, which is equals to the shatinib, and second logical test is a sold quantity here lower than and equals to 200, comma, again F5 greater than and equals to 70. We close here our end function, put the comma. As we put the comma, it asks we return to our if function, and here we it asks if value is true, we can write good, comma, if value is false we keep the empty and close the parenthesis and hit the enter. But here it gives the answer, but still we have our third condition, which is called this condition we have to give. And where we have to give this condition? If we come our in the formula and pass f to here and come back here, we can write our third condition as a if function sold quantity, because it's asking here if the sold quantity is more than 300, we need the answer as exceptional. So in the at this place we are writing again our one more if function. So we give as a if condition is our f5 and it is greater than and equals to 300, comma, we need answer as a exceptional, and close this. And if the value is false, double quotes, blank double quotes, close the parenthesis. And one more time, because we use the two functions, so we put the two parentheses and hit the enter. As we hit the enter, we see here no answer, but as we copy the formula down in the column, and we have some answers here as a good. And if we go more down in the our table, here we have exceptionals, because here if we check, these values are more than 300, so answer is here exceptional. Come over above in our column table, here our sold value is just 144, less than 200 and greater than 70. So so we have our answer as a good. So in this way we can check our given criterias and use the if function, if and in if and or, nested if, different conditions to check how we check our data if the conditions are true or not. So in these examples we saw the different use of if functions. We took look at some if versions and versions with and or functions. We also looked at nested if function. If you like this video, don't forget to give one thumbs up, and if you want to improve your Excel skills, and consider to subscribe my channel for the new updates. Thanks for watching.